The world we know has changed drastically. While we try and chart new courses for humanity, some traditions must remain. Valued, held dear, preserved for our own race and for all of humankind. On our 10th season, Dayao gives thanks to the culture bearers and their protégés, they who carry their traditions into the new world. We celebrate Salin Lahi, legacies for a changed world. When Teofilo Garcia was awarded the distinction of Gawad sa Manlilikanang Bayan in 2012, it was not only his work as maker of hats that was recognized. Equally important, as the citation read, was his work as a farmer and an agriculturist. The hat is just the end product of an entire agricultural cycle. The hat he has devoted his life to creating is a symbol of how agriculture and ecology combine to create an object both beautiful and functional. Shaped from a specially grown upo gourd and embellished with weaving and paint, the tabungaw or katukong was a standard headgear for many Ilocanos and Abreños until the middle part of the 20th century. Early examples show how the simple gourd hat transcended class and social position. Teofilo Garcia has devoted his whole life to the growing and shaping of the upo gourds, as well as to the creation of the hats that are now worn with pride by many of his province mates. Indeed, his small showroom in San Quintin Abra attracts visitors from all over the Philippines.
From sa ano lang po, sa internet, gusto namin pumunta dun sa Kaparkan Falls. Tapos yun, tinignan namin yung mga napupuntahan dito.
Batangas.
Oo, niyo po kayo. Lipa, Batangas.
Sa Batangas.
While not every visitor will buy a hat, they go away knowing that these objects have been made by a craftsman whose abilities have been recognized by the Philippine nation.
Ano yung masasabi niyo po sa mga gano'n na pupunta, hindi naman bibili, puro picture, gano'n?
Mutalap, masyap. Siguro nababalitaan sila nila sa Facebook at gusto nilang patunayan na andito si Teofilo Garcia ang gumagawa ng katawan. Tungkol sa mga bisita niya, yan ang nagpapatunay na matunog na ang pangalan ni Teofilo dahilan lamang sa paggawa ng katukong. Na kung saan, yan ang dapat ipagmalaki ng bawat Ilocano.
As with most Gamaba awardees, Teofilo is grateful for the attention of the curious. But he neither seeks it nor promotes himself to earn it. Years of work, of connection to the land and to the craft he has chosen to practice, have defined his focus. Like many artists and skilled craftsmen, he finds the most joy in constant creation. His partial deafness, now eased by a hearing aid, may also be a source of his solid, quiet, introspective approach to his craft.
Ngayon, ipapakita ni Lolo Chopelo ang proseso ng paggawa ng katukong.
Kapasan na nga mapamagaan, madalusan.
Pagkatapos malinis yung loob niya at saka yung sa labas, dahil napakarami ang aking gagawin, hindi ko yan magagawa ng mabilisan yan. So, kinakailangan ng mag-apply ng natural varnish sa labas at sa loob para magkakaroon siya ng protection.
Para di po pasukan ng bukbuk.
Content in the mastery of his methods and his craft, Teofilo has since taken on the role of mentor and teacher, passing on his knowledge to young Abreños, a vocation that ensures that the tabungaw and the values learned while crafting one will live on long after he has passed. Teofilo's method of mentoring is a good case study for an effective transfer of technology at the grassroots level. He works closely with the teachers of San Quintin National High School, all whose firm understanding of Teofilo's process have contributed to the success of this techno-transfer program.
Nag-umpisa ang training program January 2013 kung saan ibabahagi ng ating manlilika sa mga batang mag-aaral dito sa San Quintin National High School yung traditional craft ng paggawa ng tabungaw. Actually, hindi nila alam kung paano ito dahil alam mo naman yung mga bata ngayon. Kaya magmula nung na-introduce ng ating manlilikha ang paggawa ng tabungaw, madami sa kanila yung nag-appreciate at marami rin yung natuto. Lahat ng mga magagaling na gumawa dito, may mga award sila, lalo na yung mga batang talagang committed at dedicated doon sa paggawa ng yung craft. Kaya sila yung selected student namin na talagang deserving na tinatawag.
Antonio Collado, another senior member of the high school faculty, is perhaps Teofilo's closest associate in the program.
Ito lahat ng mga kagamitan o materyales na kinakailangan sa paggawa ng katukong o tabungaw hat. Andito yung seed ng tabungaw gourd plant. So ito yung itinatanim ng grade 7 at grade 8. Ito ay mga bamboo strips. Ito ay galing o ginawa mula sa puser. So hinahabi ito para magiging inner at saka outer portions ito. Yung mas maliit, ito yung tinatawag na outer portion. yung mas malaki, ito yung tinatawag na inner cushion. Yung rattan naman ay ginagawa para sa brim, ito, kung saan ginagamit. Ito yung brim niya. May inner brim at saka yung outer ganyan.
Through his constant exposure to the master's craft, he has imbibed the nuances and intricacies of tabungaw making, as well as the practical knowledge of the agricultural practices that produce a fine and sturdy tabungaw. It may be said that Gamaba awardee Teofilo Garcia's hats have reached two audiences.
Hello, Teofilo Garcia. Thank you. Would you like to buy a Tabungaw hat? I'll try it on.
The first are the buyers who proudly wear these handmade creations. For them, to wear a tabungaw is to reconnect to a sense of being from Abra, or a sense of proud ownership of an object made by a Filipino master craftsman. Then there is a second audience, the students at the San Quintin National High School. For them, the pride is in a shared legacy that brings together craftsmanship, ecology, and community. A means of refining their skill, of passing the time with friends and mentors, even a way to augment the family's income. For these young Filipinos, there is a deeper significance of hat making.
Ako si Jeric Calios, grade 10A, nag-aaral sa San Quintin National High School.
I'm Giselle Kate Tejano from grade 10B, nag-aaral sa San Quintin National High School.
Ako po si Liam Alexis Cabanit, nag-aaral sa San Quintin National High School bilang grade 10.
For Giselle, Jeric, and William, the tabungaw making community they are exposed to has given their young existence an additional anchor. These are found in their respect and even fondness for the master. The three proteges lead simple lives in Abra. When we visited them, a storm was brewing which kept all three at home with their families. In William's home, we found a close-knit family adhering to traditional rural values.
Nag-hobby po siya.
Hindi naman po nauubos yung oras niya sa pag-hobby.
Hindi naman po kasi parang libangan na rin po niya yun. Kung walang ginagawa, nag-hobby siya or cellphone, ganun lang naman kasi libangan niya. Wala nang ibang libangan niya, hindi naman kasi lumalabas sa bahay. Lagi po siyang kasing pinapatawag dun sa bahay ni Tatay Pilo pag may gagawin sila or kahit sa school, ganun po.
Pumupunta po kami doon kina Tata Idoy para ma-experience namin kung paano gamitin yung mga shaver, sizer.
Siguro para sa'yo, gano'n ka-importante na mayroong Tatay Pilo ang San Quintin?
Sobrang importante po kasi sa wakas makikilala na rin yung San Quintin na sa paggawa ng kato po.
Idol mo ba si Tatay? Bakit?
Kasi po kahit na matanda na siya, ginagawa niya pa rin yung lahat para lang ituro yung nalalaman niya sa paggawa ng katong.
Ikaw ba paglaki mo, anong gusto mo maging?
Paglaki ko, gusto ko maging civil engineer.
While Liam may have his whole family around him, Giselle's mother is working abroad.
Nung bata kayo, Nay, na nakikita niyo yung ginagamit ng mga...
Matanda? Oo, kami mga bata no. Ganyan. Wala kaming ibang pagsulungan. Hindi ganito ang ginagamit namin. Ganito. Tag-isa kami pag pumunta kami talim ng palay. Ganito ang namin. Walang iba.
Ano masasabi niyo na ngayon? Inaaral na nilang gawin?
Mabuti kung maaral nila. Parang maalaala ng noon pa sa...
Yan, ginagamit yan. Saan pa ginagamit?
Sa pag-graduation, mga yung pag mag-moving up na po sila. Ginagamit nila. Hindi na yung pang-graduation talaga na parang square, tapos ganito na talaga.
Okay sa'yo yun na yun ang ginagamit? Bakit?
Para simbolo na rin ng ni Tata Pilo na taga-abra siya.
For most students their age, the need for activities that reinforce traditional values and identity is deeply felt. One senses the simple joy and the solid foundations that the makings of a tabungaw brings. In Jerick's story, we see how this activity has spurred him on. To use a discipline and focus that this hat making entails, to one day achieve his personal dreams.
Anong pangarap?
Maging sikat na HRM, magluluto, chef po.
Jerick?
Ito po yung aking plaque na binigay sa akin ng NCCA nung ako ay grade 9. Dahil po sa aking kagalingan ng paghahabi at paggawa ng kato. Sobrang saya po at sobrang proud po. Dahil binigyan po ako ng maraming naming estudyante pero ako lang nag-design ng may ganito.
Jerick has just learned that he is distantly related to Teofilo. His newfound lolo adds yet another layer of family and security.
Kahapon nalaman ko po na lolo ko po pala si Teofilo Garcia. Naking gulat ko po nung nalaman ko siya. Dati laking pasasalamat ko sa na lolo ko pala siya.
The simple discovery of kinship to a mentor has only reinforced Jerick's desire to make a better life for himself and his family.
Kapag po nakabenta ako ng isang katukong, ang aking manilikom ay bibigay ko sa aking mga magulang para pangbili ng mga kagamitan sa bahay.
But for now, at least until the dream of becoming a chef turns into reality, the making of tabungaw hats is a way to express his drive and skill. Teofilo is now 79 years old. Lately, he's been having problems with his blood pressure.
Saan man? Siguro ko pa panaginan na lang at pahinga lang. Idi ko Martes, Miyerkules, duwangal daw ko na panagpadoktor. At medyo sumasayat ba si tiri na ako.
Still, he chooses to go on working and teaching.
Nolak gaputari kiti jati tatanga mapag-grade war mi ma'am. Adda da kiti agtuloy ti college ke mamakak nga baka malipatan da. Ngem inanamaek nga ora na grade war dan to ti college nakamulan to ti panunot dan. Addan ma'am ngem ti question handa pala nga may papuso. Siyempre, kabataan daan, ayat na pala ti ay-ayan.
Dapat ipagpatuloy niya pa rin ito sana, hindi pa mag-ano yung health niya para may pagpatuloy niya at talagang nakita namin yung dedication at commitment niya sa training program na ito. Ang San Quintin National High School ay talagang full support sa training program na ito at saka hinihikayat ko rin yung mga parents ng mga bata na i-ano nila yung support nila sa mga bata para matuto rin nila at mai-preserve namin dito sa San Quintin National High School yung traditional art of tabungaw hat making.
Balak kong gawin, gumawa ng katong dahil ito na po ang aking kinasanayan. At gusto ko pong ipalaganap sa buong mundo na ay kayang gawin ng mga taga-Abra.
Pag sakaling hindi na kaya ni Tata Pilo or Mr. Teofilo Garcia, pwede mo siyang tulungan dun sa kanyang pamamay para gumawa ulit ng tabungaw.
Ang natutunan ko kay Tata Pilo ay na kahit anong mangyari, gagawin ko lang lahat, matupad ko lang yung pangarap ko.
Mabayag pa siguro. Siyempre, yung ganat ni Marinak napiksa. Dapat napiksa. Sige, ala tayo gumawa. Karami.
It has been said that when we pass, there are only two things worth leaving behind: our children and art. Surely, Teofilo Garcia has laid a strong foundation for his legacy. And these images capture so poignantly a bridging of generations, a binding of families, a continuance not only of tradition, but the values of a people. And all of this in the passing of a hat. This is Lauren Legarda. For Dayaw, our knowledge, our pride.